What's going on? Alright, what we've got here is the Spyderco Phil Wilson Southfork collaboration. Green G10 S90V at about 60 HRC as far as I know. And below it, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a comparison with a Phil Wilson Custom Southfork. This particular one is in green micarta. I tend to like green micarta. I tend to like micarta in general better than G10. That's just a personal thing. But if we put them here next to each other, you can see that they're, for obvious reasons, very similar. Both have a trailing point, although the Custom appears to have a slightly more pronounced trailing point. This Custom is in K390 steel, which was it's a bowler steel. It was designed as an upgrade in toughness to CPM 10V or K294. So it's definitely a super steel. K390 at 63 hardness, S90V at 90 or at 60 hardness. So if we look at them here, you can see the pins are a little bit different, but overall, with the basic shape, very similar. One thing I do like about the Custom, if we look in this dimension, is that the handle is thicker on the Custom than the Spyderco collaboration. Which I find is more comfortable. You can see the Custom also has a G10 spacer back here. I believe that the tang only goes to here, and the rest of this is just has the G10 spacer. You can see the tang on the Spyderco obviously goes the whole way through. If we look at blade thickness, obviously the Custom is thinner. You can see it's also a little bit shorter. There you can see it's marked K390 63, because he does make these in other steels, obviously. Now if we look at right here, down at this direction, you can see the difference in the thinness behind the edge. Again, the Custom's just a little bit shorter, but if you look at the difference in thickness, pretty substantial. The numbers I have are 0.023 behind the edge on the Spyderco and 0.007 behind the edge on the Custom. Incredible. Choil's roughly the same size. If we see here, and again, these are handmade, so obviously the length will vary a little bit depending on which, the particular one. Done some cutting with this. Absolutely amazing. And this is a great knife too, don't get me wrong. I love this one very much as well. Lanyard hole on both. It's slightly larger on the Custom. Now when the edge is this thin on the Custom, this is very easy to sharpen. Even on like a Spyderco ultra-fine ceramic bench stone, or even just a strop, although I usually use the Spyderco ultra-fine. I tend to prefer it for light touch-ups, but this will sharpen easier than this, even though this steel is harder, higher carbide volume, etc. And that's all because it's so thin. It makes it very easy to sharpen and touch up. Also, for obvious reasons, a thinner knife will cut better. It's just physics, you know. We can do a sharpness test real quick on both of them just for fun. Let me grab some of the ye old phone book paper. So this is the Spyderco. And the Custom. You can almost hear a difference. Well, I can. I don't know if you can through the camera, but it's a toothier edge. So it's obviously sharp. I have another knife by Phil in K390. Actually, we can put it up here if I could find it. Oh, here it is. And I know that Spyderco and Phil, they're working on another collaboration, so I'm excited to see what that'll be. This is a Smoke Creek. A little bit smaller blade, obviously. Also K390. So we got Smoke Creek, Custom Southfork, and the Spyderco Southfork. Spyderco really did do a great job. You know, it's tough to get these knives. You know, and they are very expensive. This is also an expensive knife, but it's much easier to get, and it's much less expensive. And you know, most everything is there, you know, so I think Spyderco hit it out of the park. But I just wanted to do kind of a comparison and show you guys this. I want to do some cutting tests on these in the future, you know, on video. I've had a lot of fun with this one more than this one. I've had this one longer, and this stuff really is amazing. You know, pretty cool. So I just wanted to show you guys this. You know, again, I do want to do some cut tests and more of a review on. This one will be first. I've done a lot of cutting. I've recorded some of it, mostly cardboard cutting, and I will do a review on this knife. I just kind of wanted to do a comparison type vid between the two Southforks, because again, I really think Spyderco did a great job. You know, is it .007 behind the edge, ultimate super slicer? No, but it's a production knife, you know, and for people who maybe aren't as you know, hardcore into knives, this is probably a much better choice, because the thicker edge is going to be tougher, you know, etc., etc. I do find that this G10 helps with balance and feel. Balance is about right there. Is it as important as, you know, big chopping knives? Probably not, but I do think it's important because you can see how, again, the blade is quite a bit thinner on the Custom than on the Spyderco piece. Spyderco, I know, has done a lot of skeletonizing in here to try and get the balance just right, but it's still back a little bit further than the Custom. And when you choke up on this position, it's very handle heavy, which is good, but I think it's just a nice little touch that Phil does with the G10 backspacers. Very, very impressed with both of these. Very cool. Like a kid in a candy store, you know. Can't get enough. But anyway, I won't hold you too long, guys. I just kind of wanted to share that with you. And again, look for more videos on both of these in the future, and you know, kind of K390 testing videos. I might even get, you know, some rope or something. But I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate your comments, hearing your thoughts, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks.